So someone asked me a question today about how to handle criticism and stay in the flow state even when people are criticizing you. Keep watching.
Yeah. I'm inspired. I'm inspired.
Hey there guys, how's it going? My name is Sumedh Chatterjee from the Flow Zone Academy, and I'm a flow state coach, which means that I help you feel better and perform better. Today I'm out here, I was on my gratitude walk, and I thought I'd shoot a quick video for you guys because, that's important for me to add value every single day. So someone asked me about the question of criticism, okay? What do you do when someone criticizes you? Well, first of all, you got to understand, is it constructive or destructive, right? Because a lot of people, when they're disappointed in their own lives, they'll project that onto you, okay? So first of all, you want to calibrate the fact that, oh, okay, hey, this person is telling me something that's actually important and they care about me. And they might just be worried based on their own past experiences, right? So you got to have, first of all, a very solid philosophy. Your philosophy is almost like your hardware, right? It's like your hardware, your system. And from your philosophy, you can stay grounded, you can stay present to the moment, even when people are criticizing you. And you understand it's about their story, not yours. There's pain. Pain is feedback. But suffering is when you add a storyline to it. When you're trying to think of, how can this situation be different than it is? Okay, it's anti-resourcefulness. So the way you stay in flow state is you come back to your why, you come back to your mission. And once you can stay there and align positively with the feeling of accomplishment and confidence, right? What a lot of people don't understand is that confidence is merely evidence or proof, right? And a lot of people, they get stuck in the past with their confidence. They feel like, oh yeah, I won this award, back in 2018 or whatever. Or yeah, I did this cool thing back in 2015. Rather than, what about right now? What can you access right now that gives you a feeling of confidence? A state of openness and expansion and freedom and growth. Okay, these are all different ways to just say flow. This is why I love this state of being. This is why I dedicate my life to being a walking embodiment of this state of beingness, you see. And it really comes down to that core principle, which is knowing your mission, expanding your social circle. Because sometimes, honestly, you'll be in a social circle where people will constantly discourage you. I don't want you to say everything about your goals to the world, right? You gotta leave a little bit of that mystery alive. You gotta leave them guessing, in a sense. So when people ask you, oh, how's it been going for you? Oh, but this thing didn't work out, or what's gonna happen with your new project that you said, or whatever, you just say, just wait and watch. Just keep watching. Just keep following my content. You see, that's a way better answer than you justifying your reasoning. You see, the more justification you give other people who are criticizing you, they're going to have thousands of reasons to stay in their frequency, right? And so you got to maintain your core signature essence, your core flow code, as I like to call it. A lot of the people on the academy know about the flow code idea or concept, but basically we all have this kind of base level frequency that we were born into the world with, right? And it's just absolute wholeness, and it's integrated, it's pure. There's no baggage, there's no reservoir of emotional gunk attached to it. It just is. And so when you can stay in that pocket of what is rather than what isn't, you understand that nobody has any qualification to tell you about what's right to do than you. You are most qualified to give yourself a direction, right? You have the highest level of accreditation and qualification to give yourself advice, right? I can stand here and, I can sit here and give you advice on this YouTube video. Ultimately, you're going to make your own choices at the end of the day. right? And you know what's best for you. You always know. You always know what's best for you. So ultimately, you know, you got to understand, have a little bit of compassion for these people who are telling you that, you know, you're not on the right track, or they're criticizing you about something or some behavior. Now, it can be, in a certain sense, that they're telling you something that's 100% true as well, right? And that could sting you too, because you're in that denial phase, or you're not recognizing where you're at, right? So sometimes people will give you that harsh truth. The thing about it is, can you handle that truth? Can you sit with it and let it do its thing? So what do you do when you're stressed out? You do nothing. What do you mean do nothing? You mean I don't have to, you know, start to meditate and cross my legs, and, you know, you want me to actually like go into the forest? No, actually just do nothing. Like right now, I'm speaking, but I'm in that nothingness frequency, where I'm mindful, where I'm very, very mindful of my surroundings, and I'm very, very mindful of how I'm speaking, right? And so when people are criticizing you, you understand that, again, feedback, what's the best definition for feedback, right? The best definition you can give yourself for feedback is it's observation, right? It's just skills of observation. So the more you increase your observational skills, the better you are at handling feedback. So if they're giving you criticisms, you are just stating and reflecting with them and going back to them like, oh, okay, so that's how you're seeing it. Well, this is how I'm seeing it. Don't make it about them, right? Don't be like, oh, but you always do that, and why are you always saying that, and why didn't you? Don't make it about you. Make it about, I feel this way. I understand it like this. And that's how you can maintain that core essence, by really staying in your sovereignty, right? Staying in your flow state pocket, by allowing yourself to be in groundedness, be in gratitude with what is coming up for you, and truly embodying that version of you that truly feels that everything is worthwhile, that my life has meaning. And when you find that meaning element, you won't be so easily swayed away by it, because every chance of a criticism is at a chance for an expansion, right? It's a chance for being better. So criticism comes from critical thinking. Are they thinking critically? Or are they thinking irrationally? Are they thinking emotionally, like over emotionally? Are they thinking very reactively? Once you make what you want greater than who you are, you feel belittled. You feel belittled by others. Once you make who you are more important than what you want, you feel sovereign. You feel like you're a flow state Jedi. You feel in that state, that pocket. There's a very quick shift, but I hope this helps you out today, because I've struggled with this, you know. There's little comments that dig under your skin a lot. And start to understand, if someone says, you have blue hair, and you don't have blue hair, you're not going to react to it, right? So that's the example, that you want to understand that ultimately, okay? That, hey, they said something that stung me. Let me open the box and look inside. Let me sit with myself in solitude and reflect on what they have said. You may react in the moment, you may get angry in the moment, but then take a moment of reflection. Because anger is a sign that someone has crossed your values, that someone has, you know, passed one of your boundaries. And if someone violates your boundaries, that's pretty messed up. You know, you got to handle that situation, not with more anger, but more presence, more patience, more consideration for yourself, because you've got you. Ultimately, you've got you at the end of the day. You're going to always be with you, so better keep good company with you. Okay? All right. Got to get going. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Have an incredible day. May the flow be with you and stay legendary. Let's go. Flow state, flow state.